Yo, what's up, family? So I'm going to sound a little bit congested today because, as you can tell right here, uh, allergies, bro. I don't know. I ain't never experienced allergies like this before, bro. But all of a sudden, bro, I hit fucking 26, bro, and I'm just experiencing this weird allergy thing, bro. Like my nose is stuffed up, my eyes burn. I'm congested, my throat swollen, bro, but I got no fever. I got no weird cough, none of that extra shit, bro. But I don't know what it is, bro. But anyways, forget all about that, bro. We watching what was up with Benson's love life. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Benson is in general, bro. Like he just had like the worst luck, bro. It was like Benson was just this dude that could never catch a break, bro. It's like no matter which way he turned, no matter which way he tried to, move his life towards. Wait, time out. Where was I? Yeah, like Benson, bro. This man, he just gets the short end of the stick, bro. He'll be giving you advice. He'll be doing the right thing. Like I don't think Benson does anything wrong, to be honest, bro. Like if you look at it from an outside perspective, bro, Benson is really a genuinely good guy. He's actually a nice person. I feel like the only reason he's such a mean, like individual, why he's always yelling, why he seems mean. Not saying that he is mean. Like, yeah, sometimes he can be mean. But I feel like it's only like that because, bro, everything just seems to always not work out for him, bro. It's like I remember this one episode where he was talking about how his position, his manager position at the park was like literally the only thing he had going for him. I don't know if that was actually an episode or not, but for some reason I'm remembering that, and it's like it makes sense, bro, because out of everything, pause. You feel me? But it is a little chat, bro. I'm sick. Out of everything going on with this man, bro, I'm not sick. I shouldn't have put that out there. I'm not sick, bro. It's just allergies. Out of everything that's going out there, bro, literally the only thing that he got going for himself is just being a manager, bro. It's pretty sad, but it's like when you're trying so much, bro, and that's like the only shit you got, bro, why would you not hang on to it? But at the end of the day, bro, I feel like it's just a mindset thing. I feel like it's because, Benson got that whole mindset that's like, bro, nothing ever seems to go good for me no matter what I do. That's how shit goes for him. That's how shit turns out for him. Yeah, whatever, bro. We're just going to get right into it.
Look, it take you
But so is Benson's love life.
A girl too if your employees are pulling stunts like this.
We're finally painting the shed.
Benson gets a bad rap. As kids, we hated him. As adults, we feel for him.
Exactly,
Sometimes
we feel
a
it,
bad
bro.
Boss. Other times, he's just a functioning adult who should be legally allowed to choke Rigby for lunch. But in the grand romantic escapades of the regular show, Benson's love life stands out by just no one remembering it. Like, yeah, Rigby got his act together. Mordecai failed so hard he turned himself into a meme. Muscle Man found
Mordecai,
someone to
bro.
match his freak.
Mordecai is fucking sad, bro. This man went out sad. Who died at the end? Who was it that died at the end? It was Pops, wasn't it? At the end, Pops died. I feel like something happened to Mordecai and Rigby, but I don't remember.
And Skips, we don't talk about Skips. So way off in the distance is Benson's quest to find love after giving everything to his job. And since I'm a completionist and need to buy time for a bigger project, I figured we might as well go over the strange, sad,
Oh shit, I forgot that was one of his girls.
Chill thing Benson ended up just had going on. Cause in
Bro,
a place
Benson
filled
had
with
some baddies in
shenanigans,
his time,
hidden
like his
secrets,
dating
and
life, bro.
so much just
Yeah, some
drama.
baddies.
Someone had to have a normal ass relationship, and by some miracle, it's High Five Ghost. Because I lied. Benson ended up with a freak too.
And even though we're both about to die a horrific and entirely preventable death, I'm really glad I got to spend this time with you.
Context for those who am I kidding? No
How
one's
is she a
clicking on a
freak
video
for
about
that?
Benson doesn't already know the gist. But yeah, Benson is the victim trapped being the manager at the park local fuck-ups Mordecai and Rigby decide to work at. Where apart from being wage slaved and paid just nothing a month, they're allowed to live on the property, meaning he can never get away from them. This was a mistake, as due to a combo of them being just on that find out spectrum and this world being frankly insane, Benson's quiet, orderly life gets thrown for a loop once these slackers join his team, where only by the grace of Pops do they not get fired, cussed out, or choked out like in Rigby's case. Now, like, that sounds bad, but again, he was terrible in the early seasons. Though he wasn't killed by my best friend's level of bad. Benson's job went from a delegated
can't respect
task to
Mordecai
riding
after
these
that,
dorks
bro.
for the foreseeable future. As if they weren't
Cause
slacking,
weren't they
were
fighting
at-
over a fucking like chick in that whole argument? It was just fighting over a chick, and this dude killed him over a girl, dude. Like, Mordecai is pathetic, dude. Like, Mordecai hate, bro, you could say it's, you know, unreasonable, bro, but like, to me, I feel like his hate, the hate that's been going on for Mordecai is valid, dude. This dude, bro. And like, yeah, Rigby does some fuck up shit, bro. It's like deep down, you know, Rigby is not that fucked up of a person, but deep down with Mordecai, bro, this dude is deranged, dude. Like,
acting
there's
up
something
and
dark about him.
probably risking the universe while they're at it. Those may be gumballs, but they look like a beard for a reason because this dude is stressed. Which is the funny part of us just, again, coming back to the show as adults. As yeah, Benson was kind of right a lot. It's always funny to make the authority figure in a kid's cartoon the butt of the joke, but this isn't Bugs Bunny or Sonic, where they're taking the piss out of an unreasonable authority figure. No, Benson, he's still kind of a dick, which is fair given who he has to deal with, but besides his mean streak, he's not that unreasonable most of the time. Most of the time, he just wants these two to do their fucking jobs, with them proving to be liabilities just constantly. Like, even after he warms up to them, they are still being massive headaches that bring more problems than whatever they're like. They could literally hire anyone else and things would just clear up so much for him. But they're here to stay because it's a show, and he proves to be the disciplinarian that they need for their lives, as yeah, they need to get that shit together. And after a point, they do all just become friends, though it took a long time to get there. See, on a day that seemed like any other, Benson is pissed, getting disrespected, then the Goon Squad does something that leads to him getting knocked out, leading to a Weekend at Bernie's style adventure where Mordecai and Rigby, to save their jobs, ignore their boss having possible brain damage.
Wow, this man could have had a whole
dragging
concussion.
Benson across the park, pretending he's
This man
awake,
could have
with
woke
them
up a
just
completely
somehow
different
getting
gumball
away
machine,
with
bro.
all of it. Till they get back to his place where they see the exact blonde reason Benson was riding them so hard that day. Now, Benson is
Crazy, bro. Did they fumble this bag with Benson and this girl right here, dude? Did they fumble that? I don't remember. I think they did, bro. I think they did. Cause I low-key remember this episode where Benson was just trying to, you know, hurry up and leave so he can go on a date with this girl, bro. Did they fuck that shit up, bro? And she was a baddie, dude. Like, dog.
a slave driver. He is a
But Mordecai and Rigby are some annoying ass
someone
niggas.
wasting his time. This does not work nearly as much as some people would like to believe, but from the MC's perspective, yeah, Benson was just a dick. He had no life outside of the job. He was just bossing around to meet some random quota, not believing for a second that he could possibly have a reason to get home early. And now they get it. They discover that Benson has clearly been trying to get with the girl next door, with a big party where they were finally gonna hang out together, just being the same day Benson got knocked the fuck out by his employees. So feeling bad about doing Benson like this, Mordecai's empathy is triggered as he sees Benson not just as his boss, but as a fellow man dying of thirst. So he bullies Rigby into puppeting Benson through this party. Lil dude doesn't care, he just wants to dump Benson in his bed and pray that the the amnesia keeps him from remembering how he got like this. But they all go through the party where against all odds and the laws of these people have to be blind, making Benson make his move, with their helping their boss getting laid hitting just a bit of a snag. As her, Audrey, the girl's name is Audrey, though I promise you that's not important, as her ex shows up. And he's also a dick. So naturally, this being regular show rather than just, the guy yells, goes home, gets pulled away by his friends, we instead escalate into something insane. In this case, a spicy food contest that Benson clears on account of, you can't feel the heat when you're out cold.
Oh shit. Guys are so unbelievably.
There are girls watching.
Benny, not wanting to blow his shot with Audrey, takes that final drink, and because fuck these other two, they put me in this position, he makes them drink as well, where they trip balls, and Mississippi Queen plays, which is crazy. That costs so much money to use for just this sequence. But Benson wakes up with Audrey's number, making this the start.
So it worked out?
What about Audrey?
We broke up, remember?
I don't recall.
Okay, so Audrey has one, debatably two, but I'm just say one major appearance after this, and it's just nothing, as it's not really about her. You see, Benson finally asked her out.
I didn't even know, so it wasn't Mordecai and Ruby that broke him up. Okay. I take that shit back. I thought it was Mordecai and Ruby that fucked it up. They were able to save you at the end of the day, bro. That's all that matters, to be honest.
And tears up the dance floor, so he gets kidnapped, leading to a clone conspiracy in which Audrey doesn't show up again till the very end. They are officially together now, but they don't really matter, and the next time we hear about them, they broke up. As the story needed Benson's new boo to be a Russian spy.
That was his new boo? Bro, how did Benson get all of these,
topic, regular show made American propaganda, but to bring it back to a different tangent,
bro, what does the human version of Benson look like?
Understated. Yeah, that's the nice word I'll use. He's the only guy looking at this point in the story as Rigby is settled, and Mordecai...
Bro, did this shit actually work for anybody, bro? Because it's like, bro, I can still not breathe, even when I put this shit on, bro. Like, isn't the point of this to pull your fucking nostrils open so you can breathe? But even with my nostrils open like this, bro, I still can't breathe, bro. It's like annoying as fuck.
Crashed out, leaving Benson as the only man looking at the park, and since all the women in his life are plot devices, he won't be getting one anytime soon. But this time I feel like I need to mention at least once. Now, I want all of you to sit down for a second. Just close your eyes and imagine a female character from regular show. You got someone? Okay, perfect. Now, if they're a love interest, like, share, and subscribe, because that's pretty much all of the major characters. Like, to just say it, regular show is a bit of a sausage fest when it comes like the main characters, with the majority of the women who stick out just starting as romantic options. This isn't to say that they're just underwritten or that the show doesn't have any great female characters, but this is a pattern worth acknowledging. Margaret, CJ, Eileen, Starla. If we're being honest, for most people who watch the show and weren't like locked in, some people watch the show, other people read and write the wikis. These two things are not the same. As most casuals, when it comes to female characters that aren't like a love interest, the only one most people can remember or remember hearing about is, well,
Mordecai's
If you
girl.
say your mom, you're fired. My mom! Get out!
if we took family members out of the pool of named women who speak more than once, ooh, it's like tiny, especially if you go like recurring characters. This contributes to the overall pattern of just regular show not having like the biggest recurring supporting cast. But where it gets really noticeable is once you start looking just at women who platonically know everyone else. We could sit to unpack that a little bit more and just the presentation for some of the characters, but to keep the focus on the topic at hand, Benson's love life. He doesn't really get one.
I don't remember any of this.
Bro is the boss character who is here to kick the boys in the
I mean,
pants.
it makes sense why he be stressing all these times,
they're
bro.
not supposed to or overcome an obstacle. He's not going to be the focus all that often, with the times they choose
ain't got
to bring
no
up
peace
his
when he get back
dating
home, bro.
life, occupying just an equally small part.
Bro,
of
all Benson really got is just his apartment when he gets back home, bro. He don't got nothing, dude. He got no chick, no kids, no dog, no cat, no nothing, dude. Do he even got a game station at home, bro? It's literally just work, home, work, home. yeah, we had that little love interest that we were talking about, but bro, like they said, it's like they didn't get deep into it, bro. They broke up literally like a couple of days after, or however long he was with her. But I know it never got that deep, bro. And it looks like a lot of his girls, like this one right here, like they said it was a Russian spy, like it wasn't real. But what about that scientist girl, bro? What happened to her? I didn't even like get what happened to her. I know it showed them like eating wings or some shit, but I didn't see what happened to her.
Of the total time we spend with him. Audrey just kind of popped in as a surprise, like, oh yeah, the boss character, he has his own life, he has his girl he clearly likes but is not doing like the best to get with her, but is kind of dragging his feet and being shy about asking her out. But after that it's like, okay, we've established the gimmick, he's kind of shy and a little bit quirky around her, so we're gonna tease him about this, and then she just becomes an extra, with their relationship then just being ended in a throwaway. The mechanics of time management that Benson's love life was never gonna get like a whole lot of screen time, but whoever he was with was gonna especially get so much less. But even then, holy shit, do we get so
like, what happened to her?
with Pam.
Get back to work!
Every day I wake up and remember that the dome and space seasons were real, and that shocks me. Yeah, those final 2 seasons were wild. The park was covered in a dome. The final season is even weirder, with the build-up being hilarious in hindsight, as yeah, for all the shit regular show does, it doesn't usually like continue past the 11 minutes. So them doing something just to change the status quo so much, it is almost unheard of, if not for the fucking Ninja Turtles, who do this almost every series. But in the backdrop of all this, we also get Benson and I'll say it's nothing. So you see Pam, Benson's new love interest, she exists, she is on screen, but she might as well be a standee for like her first couple appearances, as she is basically an extra. And in contrast, Benson here was just tweaking.
What did you call me?
The most passionate Benson ever gets in the show is when he thinks he got a date wrong. Not a date day, just the wrong day an event was supposed to happen, and he refused to believe it. I mean, he was right, but that feels very telling for his character in a certain kind of way. There's a dome over the park, some scientists are here to watch them, and this becomes a permanent fixture of the series. Don't think about how creepy it is, it's just here to stay. And in the meantime, Benson finally gets a new love interest.
Oh my gosh!
Her name is Pam. See, the thing about Pam is that she and Benson are both workaholics. 2 people who probably should have met at a singles only party, except just didn't have the friends to drag them there. They managed to hit it off. Where Benson, after a long dry spell, is just immediately enamored with this scientist who has been getting paid to spy on him for the last couple weeks. The vibe I would peg these two is quirky and very convenient. They kind of just crash into each other with the same items, same interest, and even Ben accidentally knocking the bar out of her hand leads to a new combo about how much she hates the work food, revealing that she likes wings. And like that, it's over. Every box has been checked. She is not like the other girls. Benson therefore will dedicate the rest of today to getting her those wings so that he can ask her out. Applying his old sense of perfectionism, he makes himself everyone else's problem,
at least you put thought into it, bro.
And just complicating everything for everyone else involved. This
a lot of people don't do that these
adorable,
days.
and I do think it's a nice twist that Benson, the usual authority figure of his crew, is now acting against the rules to get a date. The doctor in charge is he's kind of just some loser who we later find out is annoyed that Pam refused to date him. So probably because of that, he has a bunch of pedantic rules that make everyone else's lives in the facility harder. Benson, the usual
What's that little old dude just like wanting to date people that are the same age as their daughters and their granddaughters and shit, bro? That shit is so weird to me. It's just like me being the age I am right now. I couldn't even get with somebody that is 18, 19, even 20, bro. It's like you gotta be at least 4 years younger, bro. But like other than that, bro, I can't go no lower, bro. I don't understand how people just be in their fucking 50s, 60s, and they're just like getting with these girls who are just like little ass, like young ass fucking people, bro. It makes no sense to me.
Has decided that fuck the rules, I am trying to get laid, and he sneaks into the facility to share some wings with her,
50,
and then they
I ain't
die.
gonna lie, I want some.
But it's all good, they both burp it out. I mean, not really, yeah, that was a doctor, but he's a dick, so let's ignore him. Except they don't. As the dude points out, it is a slight conflict of interest for Pam to be studying the guy she's dating, so maybe not do that, to which they agree, because they can wait like a month or two for this experiment to end, and then they can start dating. But then he gets sent to space, and then they break up.
Sure you're okay?
I totally understand. I am.
Oh damn! So this probably would have been one that
Benson, the
lasted
rest of
for
the partner
real
trapped in
though.
space, Pops has some insane lore, don't worry about it. But Benson isn't taking that breakup well either. I'll be honest, it does feel a little iffy to even consider them together, but it be like that sometimes. Heartbroken and unable to find solace in the wings on account of...
It's everything that reminds me of her, and I need it gone.
Benson ends up locking in on fries to be his new comfort food.
I'm starting to feel better already.
Picked up by an alien named Roxy, the two go off just to help her get more fries, and she starts thirsting over his gumball bod. Her attempts at making the first move don't go well on account of her being a literal rock, which is funny given how, like, this dude's made out of glass, but it's never once been brought up as an issue. But fuck her, I guess, for being an alien. Storming off, Benson gives chase and nearly dies again. Bro should get a punch card at this point. But these two, they do end up talking. It's just not a good time. He just got broken up with the old vet. He is honest about how this sucks. It sucks being broken up with, and no matter how many times it's happened, it always has a little bit of a sting. But he's been through it. He gets it. And he just needs some time to like heal and figure his shit out. And I do love this, as it is such a good contrast to say like Mordecai, who also had some bad breakups. He also had some bad coping mechanisms. But unlike the older man, Mordecai really wallowed in that L. He let himself just become a bum, while Benson knew better. He knew he couldn't just keep wallowing in his own misery, that he needed to keep moving forward. Maybe that's part of the reason why he is so obsessed with his job, is to provide so much structure and what he needs to just keep going through his life. It may not be the best way to deal with things a lot of the time, but it works for him. And as we see with the epilogue, it really ended up working for him, as yeah, he and Pam got back together, I guess. Yeah, this is one of those everyone got their partner happy ending.
I don't
type
even
deals.
remember that.
Everyone else has moved in with their spouses or just moved on with their
They got
life.
kids.
Benson
Benson had
has
kids
stuck
and
around
shit?
though to keep running the park. Keeps nearly dying in this place, and at this point, he will definitely
Why does she
end
look
up being
like
buried
that?
here. But he's got Pam. He's running it alongside her, which yeah, and the two of them together have a lot of pets. And this is like pretty cute ending. Based on the little time we invested in Benson's love life, seeing him settle down, still being himself with a partner who's down for that, is one of the better outcomes Benson as a character could have hoped for. Regular show, big picture, could be seen as Rigby and Mordecai coming into adulthood, going from slackers who just want to have enough cash to
I don't know. I feel like that's pretty much it. But like shit, bro, Benson's love life, bro. It was. I wouldn't say his love life is even as bad as I thought it was, bro. I mean, his love life seems pretty fucking regular. Like to like how dating is going on in this time era, it seems really realistic, bro. It really does. I don't know how to like really like put it, but it's like I don't know. I just feel like his relationship seems the most realistic compared to like everybody else's. It's like I feel like the most that's how I want to put it. It's like I feel like his is the one that you can relate to the most, honestly. Because it's like he goes in a relationship, and another relationship, this relationship, that relationship, it don't work out because of this, it don't work out because of that, circumstances, you know, emotionally, physically, this and that, situationally. That's not even a word, but we gonna keep going. But it's like shit just happens, and then shit turns back around, and then he ended up with the girl that he actually connected with the most. He didn't get a genuine connection with a couple of them. He had an interest in some of them, but he didn't get that genuine connection until he met that last person. What was her name again? I forgot what her name was, but the scientist. And yeah, I feel like it was really realistic, bro. I didn't really feel like it was that bad because he ended up being with her in the future, them having pets together, because I'm guessing that they both don't want kids, so they agreed on that shit. This man looked like he was happy. Man looked like he was happy, bro. I don't know. I mean, like, to be honest, I feel like he did way better than Mordecai, bro. If anybody had a horrible love life, though, well, I guess it never says that Benson's love life was horrible. It says what was up with Benson's love life. But, you know, just staying on that horrible topic, bro, it's like if anybody had a horrible love life, bro, it had to be fucking Mordecai, dude. This man was just like, you know, pathetic the entire time, bro. Like every single relationship he was in, bro, he just somehow happened to fuck it up, like on his own doing, and then just, you know, wallow in that shit, bro. Like this man would just cry about everything he did. This man would get jealous about the littlest things. This dude was just a fucking hornball, bro. He was just a weak-minded individual whenever it came to fucking love, or just, like, to be honest, it just speaks a lot about himself, bro. It speaks a lot about himself, bro. He lacked love inside himself, bro, and I feel like that's why his relationships really all were just fucked. But with Benson, bro, I don't know, bro. I feel like it was pretty regular, dude. I feel like he did. I feel like he did okay, dude. You know, I ain't seen nothing really that bad with it, bro. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Anyways, appreciate you guys for staying this long. If you did stay this long for into watching the video, and yeah, see you in the next one.